Match number 3 would see some championship action as the Snyder brothers, first time seeing them, the pairing of Ryan and Connor Snyder, would take on a singles Devious Danny representing Project Mayhem. Obviously, his tag team partner for the evening, Oscar Mike, had pulled out. Now, the Snyder brothers would start to attack Devious Danny. But then who would appear? Jacob Sullivan. That's right. Jacob Sullivan would come out, make the save, and be put into the match, attacking both of the Snyder brothers and heading up top, hitting a missile drop kick, which would send them to the outside. Now, what a fantastic opening for this one. You know, the Project Mayhem were reunited. Sullivan would start the match, unloading on Connor, and then Project Mayhem would hit a double team leg drop for a near fall, followed up by a double team elbow drop for a near fall. Connor would distract the referee at this point as Ryan Snyder would attack Devious Danny for a near fall. Now, the Snyder brothers would then hit double team suplex and slam for a near fall, and they just carry on top at this point, hitting some more double teams, hitting a double elbow drop for a near fall. Connor would hit a tornado forearm, then you'd see finally Sullivan would get the hot tag. He'd go after the Snyder brothers. He'd hit a drop kick, which would send them to the outside. He'd dive over the top. And but then you would see the Snyder brothers get back into it, hitting a powerbomb neckbreaker combo for a near fall as Danny somehow managed to break up the count. All 4 men would be down before getting up and then going all out, brawling in the ring. You'd see Project Mayhem hit drop kicks in the corners, and then Devious Danny would hit the Superman punch. Sullivan would follow this up with a German suplex and a cannonball and a drop kick in the corner for a near fall. And then Project Mayhem would retain their titles with Danny hitting the cutter from the corner and Sullivan hitting the frog splash to pick up the pinfall victory for Project Mayhem. Wow, what a match this was. Absolutely loved it. These 2 tag teams absolutely killed it out there. What a great match this was. You know, obviously the deception at the start or whatever, you know, the 2-on-1 attack before Sullivan coming out. First time seeing the Snyder brothers, but what a pairing they are. You know, they're 2 very brutish wrestlers, 2 very powerful wrestlers. Obviously, being brothers, they work very well together. They know each other very well, but the chemistry is definitely there. Makes for a great tag team, and I am here for it. Absolutely loved it. They may have come up short in this one, but they held their own against a very established tag team in Project Mayhem, obviously the top tag team in EWE at the moment, but they absolutely pushed them all the way, and they can consider themselves unlucky that they actually didn't walk away with some championship gold. But I can't see them, you know, if they stick around in EWE, I can see them being potential future champions. So, you know, hats off to the Snyder brothers. First time seeing you, absolutely loved it. Can't wait to see you again. Now, Project Mayhem, you know, obviously the surprise of Jacob Sullivan being cleared to wrestle on the actual night, fantastic. I've missed Project Mayhem as a pairing. You know, Devious Danny and Jacob Sullivan, the chemistry is absolutely phenomenal between these 2 wrestlers. They just seem to bring something out of each other. You know, it ups both their games when they're together. Absolutely fantastic, and what a great defense of their titles in this match against a very tough opponent. Very fantastic performance by them both. Long may it continue. Long may they reign supreme. Anyway, if you ever get a chance to see any of these 4 individuals in action, whether it's in singles or tag team action, thoroughly recommend you do so for yourselves.